Right, we just got up here. It's a beautiful view. What do you think, James?
This is James. He's an animator here on YouTube, and we recently found out we watched each other's videos.
That's good, it's good,
Yeah, it's good.
I watch his stuff because he's a pretty funny guy.
James,
What's up?
do a meme.
Here comes that boy!
We met at VidCon, and since then we've made some stuff together.
You should always stay in school, kids. Right, Dave?
Prancer, I'ma go insane.
But no one really watched it, so we decided to make a proper song instead.
You made a song before, James.
I've never made a song. I mean, maybe as like a toddler, you'd like start singing.
Do you remember any of those?
Probably was just incoherent babbling. Like,
We can go that route.
oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So first we needed an idea.
We've got a few ideas. What's the one we're working on at the moment?
It's about a guy who tries to be happy because the feeling of existentialism in the world ending and the fact that he's going to die one day is like forcing him to be happy and cheerful, basically.
Yeah.
So then we had to come up with a bunch of things that made us sad. And we started with a goal of 8 things for each of the 3 verses.
24 things.
24 things in total.
Maybe
24 things to think about to be sad about.
Yeah. I do not think we're gonna struggle.
So that was the serious topic we decided on, the existential dread that we all have.
When you were a kid, every adult you saw on TV, you're gonna probably outlive them. Third world countries.
Third world countries thing, yeah. Oh, I know a great one. 80% of happiness is genetic.
Oh, really?
That's a statistic.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, so then did I just get bad genes or something?
Is that normal?
Yeah, the tree's screaming Arizona.
Okay. I find that interesting that you're an artist, but your handwriting is messy.
How dare you? I could be like, the sunshine, and you could be like, the sun's going to explode.
Yeah. Say one aspect of it is meeting friends.
Yeah.
So
Meeting
what's the
friends, and then he's gonna...
All of your friends will die.
Yeah. I like that. Ooh! I feel like we could talk about, like, racism. That could be one of, like, the negative thoughts.
Thanks for clarifying that, James.
like I worked hard to get this job. Like statistically, people with white names are more hireable than black names and stuff like that.
Oh, I can talk about this one. There was a study where they gave CVs to a bunch of different jobs with either stereotypically white or stereotypically black names, and the ones that were stereotypically black were hired significantly less, which is one of the strongest studies I've seen talking about race issues holding people back, at least in America. Because the rest of the world, the race is not an issue whatsoever. But yeah, where were we?
What if we talk about cancer?
Cancer, that's right. Please continue.
You could wake up with cancer.
You could wake up with cancer. That's a great one. This is so funny. I don't know. I love this stuff so much. A lot of kids are gonna see this as well.
This might be the thing that, like, wakes them up.
Yeah.
Existentialism. Sorry, kids. Oh, like he, like, learns about, like, American history, and it's like American history was built on, like, oppressive...
Yeah. The funny thing is, we don't need to be specific, because every single country in the world was built on exploitation.
Yeah. I could be here all night just thinking of horrible ideas.
Yeah. Just go to sleep.
I tried sleeping after this.
So then we went to sleep, and after that we decided to do some research to make sure we weren't completely out of touch and to check whether our existential crises were relatable enough. So we went to the home of existential crises online, Tumblr. And James found a post that
I
said,
hate my smile. Smiling is supposed to be the most beautiful thing you can do, though.
Yeah, I don't like my smile.
Dave!
After watching myself in a video where I laughed a lot, I always start covering up my laugh because it doesn't look as good.
Smiling is supposed to be like, you don't care about the world, you're just happy.
Nah.
Like, even if your laugh is gross, like, who cares? It's your
Control it.
laugh.
Improve yourself.
Improve yourself.
so we had all this negative stuff, so we had to offset it with some of the positive things in life.
I wrote Trail Mix, Dave, Tetris Comics, Mario.
We didn't get much further than that. I'm joking, life is wonderful. Then we had to make a chorus.
So live your life, and keep on making that paper. So yeah, that's about my singing ability.
I wonder if that would be a way to take this. Like, make it seem like one of those uplifting club songs that are all about, we are young, life is great, kind of thing. But then suddenly, life is great, but you're 25% done with it. Yeah.
We ended up going with pretty much exactly that idea. Because it was great, not because we're lazy.
May I offer you in a rat?
This is Daisy, right?
That's Daisy, yep.
What do you think is Daisy's personality in this rat?
I think she's a lot more chill than Peach. I have another rat named Peach. I think this is distracting.
Yeah.
So the last part of the idea we had to come up with was kind of a conclusion to the song, and that's what we struggled the most
We
with.
could have like the positive and the negative person talking.
Yeah.
Right? And then the positive person can go on a little speech.
It could be just like the positive guys just like, shut up!
Yeah. You're so negative all the time. It's like hard to make it seem like not one of those Instagram inspirational posts. The best thing about life is living.
I don't feel like it's there yet. Like, that's a funny concept and it's close.
It's really nice seeing all this beautiful nature everywhere. These natural stairs, this natural gate, natural city.
These are just thoughts and I don't have to listen to them. And then the negative thought, which has been constantly saying all these negatives, and it's like, yeah, that's fair.
Wait, so then like the negative thought agrees.
Yeah,
so then you realize
that's
that
reasonable.
is, yeah. Okay, just keep on living your life. I will be here. Don't let me stop you.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I like that.
What are you doing?
The world is your canvas, kids.
Good work.
Yeah, I think that was really productive.
Yeah, I think this is a good idea.
Yeah, I'm liking it too.
So once we had the ideas sorted, we had to sort the lyrics.
You'd even go super cheesy with the intro. Sun is shining in a beautiful way. Gonna take a shower and clean my teeth. Life is ultimately meaningless. What did you call your friends growing up? Just your friends?
Yeah, my friends. I had one friend. Whenever he wanted to hang out, he would say, "Oh, do you want to like play?" He would say, "Do you want to play?"
I get to play with
And
all
I'm
my
like,
friends.
"What are you, 7?" Friends are so friendly. That rhymes.
I get to hang out with all my friends. They're so friendly. My friends are the friendliest friends. That's pretty funny.
Would that be good? I can't tell if it's like good stupid or stupid stupid.
Yeah.
Just dance while you can.
So maybe if we think of like a melody. Because again, you gotta make the most of it. And make the most of it. Make the most of it. That's really catchy.
Yeah.
Nice job.
You're welcome.
Wow, we're finally at the top of the mountain. I can't believe we did it, James.
Yeah, we did it.
Remember when I did this? So like, right now what we're doing and brainstorming is like making a song and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's fun and interesting, but like what made you want to like keep on doing it? I guess I like to sit down and start thinking about comics, and there's not really a reason why I do it. I just like doing it.
Part of it is because it works in terms of building an audience. I'm not entirely sure exactly what I get out of it, but I get a lot out of having an audience. Maybe just validation for a large portion of it.
I forgot to say here, I do like making songs. I think I was in too deep of a mode to remember that. Then we took a bit of a break from writing to relax.
Wait, this is my color palette. This is I know my color palette when I see it. This is he took my background. He took the colors of my background. Whatever. I mean, like, I don't own colors, but he knows.
It's also worth mentioning that James is a pretty straightforward person with some of his opinions.
And then your friggin' iDubbbz video dropped.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, like, I thought you were like way cooler, you know?
Thanks for that, James. To be honest, me too.
Oh, Dave's in our house right now.
I feel like it did give me a lot more credibility than just being like a
Then a Smeagol rap battle.
Smeagol rap battler.
Ah, Gollum versus Smeagol rap battle. What a classic. Then it was time to record the vocals. And working with James was a little different to what I'd been used to.
What the hell that was?
That's me.
That's such a convincing tea kettle impression.
Really?
I can't do it.
Some days are louder than others. This is a pretty loud day.
We're going to do the tests.
The tests!
Okay, loudest voice. Ah! Okay, I'll turn it down a touch.
Well, it's a beautiful day. Okay, does that sound too sexual? Such a beautiful day. I'm going to start. Dang it. I still have to like read it a little bit.
It's so funny hearing you say "dang it" after working with iDubbbz.
What would iDubbbz say when he messed up? Fuck. But I'll get out of the house. Get on the road, top down, hands out. Oh, I wasn't partying too party enough.
I wasn't partying.
But I'll get out of the house. Get on the road, top down, hands out.
That was great. That was great.
As we were recording, I noticed there were a few benefits to working with someone who was a voice actor.
My friends are the friendliest friends. Can't think of a better way to spend my time.
Try 40% more cartoony.
I get to hang out with all my friends. My friends are the friendliest friends.
Yeah, I think we just need that again, like gormlessly happy kind of tone.
Okay. Haha! Alright!
Yeah.
Ha! You're too slow! Woo! I got a brand new job today. Doing stuff that'll help the economy.
Try and get some grit while you like.
At least I got a nice stable job.
That was brilliant.
But man, I'm a passionate graduate. I could be different, and I have career paths to pick from. It sounds like monotone to me. Can I do a cartoony version?
Yeah.
Okay.
Try cartoony and swaggy.
But man, I'm a passionate graduate, and I cartoony swaggy is just an overacted swaggy. I could be a rapper or an animator if I'm lucky.
I kind of like that. Let's have a listen.
I'm able to choose what I pursue.
Try anime character.
I'm able to choose what I pursue.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan.
That sounds like a plan.
That's a great voice.
My voice is kind of like I'm losing it a little bit. So
Really, it's going in that direction.
yeah.
We're nearly there.
His voice wasn't doing too good at this point, but fortunately it was just some of the calm bits left.
One other type. Hey! It's like a dad yelling at his kid.
As we got nearer the end of the recording process, we had to sort out the singing for the chorus.
Did you realize that this is like the first in years that I've done singing? By the way.
Yeah. When was the last time?
Probably choir in 9th grade.
Really? Did you enjoy choir?
No, I hated it.
And he was actually a surprisingly good singer.
We are young. Life is fun.
Well, compared to me, he was a surprisingly good singer.
This can be the credits. You are the limelight. You are the light.
I'm gonna cut that one off early.
Yeah, just do that a bunch of times and don't worry at all about being out of key.
Yeah.
I will fix it.
God, I love auto-tune.
Try a really high-pitched one. We are young. Yeah, and I'll layer it. Oh, this is so quality.
Thank you. I'm a quality singer.
Finally, we had to record the ad-libs, you know, the little voices in the background of rap.
Anytime you think of like a ha-ha, woohoo, aha,
Woo! Oh! Wait, what?
just a few more laughs, like ha I think we've got everything, you know.
Okay.
I can work with this.
Let's meet back when we want to meet back.
Pleasure doing business.
Pleasure doing business. How do you think I did out of 10?
I think this was a solid 8.
All right.
I don't think you did too badly. Your voice is so good for this.
Sweet.
How are you feeling? Was that what you expected?
I don't know, I was like re-listening to some parts and I felt like I was screaming it. Finally, I'm a functioning member of society, and I'm like,
But this is really intense and happy, and yeah, I think that it suits it.
The whole way through the recording process, we'd been working to a temporary beat, just to get the timing. This time I got someone else to make the beat based on my guidelines, which I hadn't tried before. I'd used a pre-made beat for the song with iDubbbz, but this time I was giving some directions, and it was kind of nice, not having to do it myself. I wanted to do something that was similar to the style of music that James liked listening to, so we went for something kind of EDM-y. So thanks to Oxygen Beats for doing a brilliant job on that. There were quite a few reasons I wanted to make something properly with James, but one of them was because I really admired the fact that he helps out smaller creators quite a lot. Like, he does voice parts for a lot of smaller animators to kind of give them a chance at the start of their career, like after they've done some work to prove that they actually are putting in effort, and I think that's really admirable, because you need the ego padding. I'm joking, kind of. So then I finalized the song, sent it to James, and he made a brilliant animation for it. So you can check that out here. Go check out James's channel. Cheers for watching, have a nice day, and here's some out of context footage. Or if I couldn't find any good out of context footage, it's the end of the video.
I want to be gay.